it somebody right on my core? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I'm here to do a reading because a subscriber has asked. I'm sorry, allergies. A subscriber has asked, and I think once before, but there's a subscriber that wants us to do a reading on, let me get their name. It is Jude Bellingham and Ashlyn Castro. Now, apparently, they have been linked together since 2025, and apparently early this year, 2026 has just begun, right? But just this year, they have recently been allegedly spotted together more frequently. So, rumor on the street is they're allegedly dating. So, we're going to pull some cards today. If you just want to know some information about these two in case you're unfamiliar, because I am. I'll just read some details for you guys that brought me to what has not persuaded me, but has called me to do this reading just based off of the information I have found and what the subscriber wants me to read on. But Jude Bellingham is 22, allegedly. Hold up. Yes. And he is a part of the Real Matriad soccer ball team. There we go. Soccer ball. They play soccer over there in England specifically. However, I think he's currently on hiatus / a break for injury. And I think I just read in recent articles that instead of a 4-week leave, it might extend to 6, maybe even 8-week. So it seems like that's why he may be allegedly being seen a lot more with Ashlyn Castro. See, I've done the research. And maybe that's why he has been seen with her a lot more lately, because they were just recently spotted at a Real Matriad game. And I was kind of finding it suspicious. I'm like, but if you're on the team, why would you guys be spotted together in the stands? Now I understand, because he's currently on break, so he's still going to support his team. Love that. And his girl is still standing by him, even throughout the last year that they've been spotted. Now, here, let me get some photos up for you guys. This was probably last year when they were first romantically linked together in 2025. And they look cute together. They look all cuddly. They look happily in love, right? They're enjoying each other's vibes. And Ashlyn Castro allegedly is 28. You can't find much information about her on the internet. I don't know why. It's quite peculiar, but allegedly she is 28. But they were just recently spotted. They keep their relationship private, and they were just recently spotted together in the VIP box for Valentine's Day, which was just 2 days ago. So you see that and they are allegedly reporting following reports starting their relationship in January. So they could have officially made it official in January. However, Google is still telling me that it's just rumors and they're romantically linked, not a hard yes, they're in a relationship. However, here are some other things that I had found out. Oh, congratulations to the Real Matriads. They won that game on Valentine's Day. However, they frequently share affection on social media, with Castro posting about their relationship, and were seen together on a yacht. Maybe that's not the yacht, but different scenario. And then Castro allegedly has over 600,000 Instagram followers and has recently attended They were reportedly connected after exchanging likes on Instagram. Oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that how it always starts? It always starts down in the DMs. I'm joking though. No, and then it says relationship status. Despite initial privacy, they have been more open, with Castro frequently sharing glimpses of their life together on social media. And that's the important part right there that I want to highlight, is that as I'll make sure to move that back. But that's exactly the part that I wanted to highlight, is that the fact that Ashlyn is a little bit more open about their relationship on her social media. And because of that, they are kind of soft launching their relationship instead of hard launching it. And because of that, they are keeping it real low key for the sake of their relationship. But also, they are willing to be spotted and seen publicly on multiple occasions, and especially on Valentine's Day. So because of that, it's really great to see that he is also has a partner with him during this time, as he has to take a break, where his injury is a lot more serious than they initially had thought. And it's when you're about sports, your body is your tool, so you need that thing working as best as it can possibly can. So for that, and just for him to be so young in his age at the very beginning of his career already, yikes, right? So because of that, let's just shuffle these cards and pull some cards on Jude and Ashlyn's relationship to see how their relationship is going. They have allegedly been going strong for a good year, and now they're finally ready to take it to the internet. So they're ready to elevate and evolve the status of their relationship. Let's see how solid their relationship is. All right, Jude and Ashlyn, what's your relationship? A card to symbolize your relationship. The Two of Pentacles. Fitting. I find that interesting. Let's find the block for this Two of Pentacles, because why are we juggling? The Empress. We seem to be juggling from the feminine perspective, but you know what? Let's just see what the foundation is. The King of Swords. I like that. In the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The present moment, we have the Five of Pentacles up in their head. Quite interesting. But the future is looking brighter and good. The Three of Cups. Well, what I definitely like about this is that what I see in the relationship in this present moment, and I didn't even think to go in this direction, but the way the cards are playing out, it seems to be pointing in the direction of Heavy Pentacles, which is all about the material, finances, and even career status and reputations. Oh, my cards are falling. Okay. And so because of that, if you guys want to know what cards just fell, this was the Tower that flashed itself at me. But let's see what card just happened to. Oh, what is that? The Five of Swords? Oh no, the Ten of Swords. Wow. That tells you how it feels at this present moment when it comes to their material, their reality, when it comes to their relationship. It seems like right now they're just going through a hard time, and it could be this injury that he has sustained. They both have reputable careers. She's a model, she's an influencer, he's a soccer player. So because of that, they both can bring in the money and the finances. However, sometimes when a partner does, I don't want to say fall ill, but falls a little short, it can come in the way and stuff like that, and then balancing and stuff. But all that to be said, when it's like something that's like really passionate to him, and she wants to be there and support him along the way, with the Two of Pentacles and the Empress, the divine feminine herself being the block. we see here that there is some feminine energy, a whole lot of feminine energy. Literally, in this whole spread, the Two of Pentacles is squished between the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, which is all feminine energy. So this line is surrounded with feminine energy. And so because of that, Ashlyn Castro, seems to be a dominant player when it seems to be holding Judd together. She's like his support team, his ride or die kind of vibe. I don't know. I see that the connection, whatever connection that they have gained, sustained, and fostered over the last year is definitely solid, because we can see right here with this Queen of Pentacles that when they came together, joined together, unified together, they were both valuable within their own rights, and because of that, they just both enhanced and enriched each other's lives instead of being and unequally yoked in a sense. Even though there's a slight age gap, they still are able to bring to the table what needs to be brought to the table. However, because I'm not sure, because you got to think 22, but still, he's a huge soccer player, has a whole lot of responsibilities, weight of money, decisions. You grow up pretty fast with those type of responsibilities, even though sometimes you can sometimes make reckless decisions if you have somebody along the lines with you. But also at the same time, this is early on in his career that he sustains this injury. So this gets to like put a little pause in his time, which we see exactly right here at this I wish you could see this Five of Pentacles. But just think about what half the East Coast looks like right now. Snow, desert, cold, and feeling trapped, feeling isolated. Just think about all the things cold blizzards bring. That's the exact card this Five of Pentacles is bringing. And for that to be in their mind in this present moment, and for that to be in the Pentacles, where you want it to be lucrative, where you want it to be lively, where you want it to be producing, you don't want something dead. So because of that, that's where I see the halts when it comes to Judd's career at this point. Maybe Ashlyn too. I'm not sure. I mean, I know she's a model, an influencer. That's always forever ongoing. But as a model, there's not much information out there about her. So that puts a huge question mark on what does she do or bring to the table. But outside of that, obviously it's lucrative for the type of jobs that she's attaining for herself. However, the Five of Pentacles here shows that in this present moment, and I see Empress, and I see the Queen of Pentacles, and I see everything that shows liveliness. It's just at this point, it's kind of it's burdening. Someone has a burden on their brain, and because somebody is worried and concerned about something, particularly Judd and his injury that he has acquired, that has put him on a time out for the meantime. But she's there still supporting him, and she is willing to be the reminder that it's always going to be brighter days and brighter futures ahead. Because this Tower moment, it's like a boost to his ego. It probably was not a boost to his ego. That was a crash to his ego. Like, he was probably like rising top high, and then that just happened to like ruin it for him at this present moment. And then he's just like, why? And then I have also heard that Ashlyn Castro has a nice extensive list of people who she has dated with high regards. So because of that, she's in the industry to date those people that are wealthy, we shall say. So because of that, I see that they like attracts like. So, however, for this present moment, like as I was saying when I was talking about their career, about his career in particular and how he's feeling, and I was holding the cards, and these two in particular cards wanted to fall out, the Tower and the Ten of Swords. And the Tower is always something blown to the ego, the head, the whatever he was have dreams, ideas. This could be more serious than we as the public know, and he's just hoping. I'm not sure. I don't want to wish any bad luck, but I just see that there's more positive cards here, so it can't be that bad. But for him and what he was thinking, it's like, dang, why did this have to happen at this point? So it's like a damper on his parade. The Five of Pentacles. It's like it's barren, it's desert. He has to be sitting out instead of being fruitful and being productive. And that's where the Ten of Swords is. And that's exactly where it comes back full circle. Like, yeah, it seems like it's all barren and Five of Pentacles now. But don't worry, we still have the Queen of Pentacles. We still have the best of all, the Empress herself. And we have the Two of Pentacles, which in this deck is nicely balanced. So even though you're juggling and weighing and going back and forth, you have something and someone to lean on in this present moment. So even though it might seem like all is lost, not all is lost. And there's still brighter days and brighter futures ahead. And because of that, to maybe have somebody tell him those kinds of things, because we see here down at the foundation is the King of Swords, and the King of Swords symbolizes communication and trying to make judgment, try to make clear-minded judgment calls without reacting. So you think before you react. And that would exactly go with this Five of Pentacles kind of energy. He has to think. It's like a temporary solitude, a temporary ice out. So because of that, he has time to think. Tower and Ten of Swords energy. He has time to think about where he is going to place his value, because that's also what Pentacles can represent, value within yourself instead of just material values. Maybe material gain is how you describe and define your value. So because of that, with that kind of shift and change in perspective, he could have needed that. I'm not sure. I'm just reading what the cards are saying. And to have a girlfriend, Ashlyn Castro, during this present time and moment, it's only going to strengthen their relationship moving forward, because I see here is the Three of Cups. And you usually think that's a third party intervention, somebody's going to cheat, but it's all happy, it's all good. And I see that as I continue saying that one word is going to be the one word I'm a drill in. Support, support, support. That's exactly what the Three of Cups is. Think about it. Just, it's a gathering, it's a coming together of celebrating, of accomplishments, just celebrating each other and celebrating the energy and the time and memories you guys make together. So because of that, that's the Three of Cups that I see here. So I see nothing. And that's in the emotion realm. That has nothing to do with his career. Now that I got all that Pentacles energy out the way, we see here that there's still love within their relationship, and they still enjoy the time they have no matter what they are going through in this present moment. Moving forward, it's always going to be, I don't want to say it's always going to be, but that's like the kind of energy that I'm getting. It's going to be like them till the very end. But we don't know. They're in their 20s. So because of that, we would love for that to be the story, right? But we see here that right now she is holding him down during this time, which is great for him, most definitely. But let's just pull 3 cards just to see as a overall energy for Ashlyn, and Judd and their relationship. Let's see what the overall symbolic energy is. Okay. Ooh. Birds. Okay. Spiritual beast of burden. Oh my. Okay, death card. Well, you know what? That's okay. And then we have, a tree. I like that. I like that. You know what? I'm going to leave it at tree, because that comes full circle, because we start with birds and then end with trees. Well, you can find birds and trees, and they are both nature cards. So that in and of itself is full circle. But like I said, there's a whole lot of pentacles in this reading. It's dominated by pentacles, it's dominated by earth, and it's dominated by nature. So to have birds and trees to still come out at the very beginning and the very end, I still see it's like a coming a full circle, which is really great for their energy, because that means that they come together, maybe complete each other, feel as though when they are with each other, nothing physical can get in their way. Because what I see here is the birds, and that's usually all the chirp, 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 gossip, gossip, gossip. But they excommunicated that out. They're just like, we're going to keep our relationship private. We're going to get to know us before we come public. So now that they're going to come public, little tarot readers, not little, no, not little, but tarot readers like us do readings, get a little peeky-boo into your relationship a little bit more to find out what's going on. However, they are strong within themselves, as we see down the line, the tree card, if only you guys could see, which symbolizes strong roots rooted deep. But before we get there, we have to go through a spiritual beast of burden. Tower, 10 of Swords energy right off the bat. Spiritual beast of burden. A symbolizing for an aspect. You know what? I'm not even going to read that. When I see a beast of burden, that's a period in time where it's just a lot of things are weighing down heavy on you, and you feel as though it's, I don't want to say hard to move on, but just feel as though things aren't working in your favor. And you would think, why would this come up for their relationship? Well, that's what they're up against right now, because that could be Jude's energy at this present moment that's pushing through a little bit more, because that's what's weighing him down. So if it weighs him down, he's going to be talking about it, and that's going to weigh her down. And if that weighs her down, even though she doesn't fully allow it to weigh her down because it's not her problem, but you know, she cares and loves for him, so that's going to become her problem. So now it's become their problem, and now it's the spiritual beast of burden, because now they're both worrying about it. It's that kind of thing. And then we see here the death card, which honestly, going back to, like I said, the Tower and the 10 of Swords, you think it's all over, but it's not. The death is just an end. The death is just a pause, just like the 5 of Pentacles said. So because of that, even though it seems like it is barren and it is could be the end, and this, and like I said, he had his ego built like up here. And so because of that, for it to like come crashing down with this little and with this slight injury is like an inconvenience. It was like, that was not in my 10-year plan. So it's just like, how do I, it's like trying to figure that all out. But you know, he has somebody there that's going to be there to help him pick him back up, and that's the most important part. And that's exactly why after the death card we see a tree which has strong deep roots that are solid and can sustain. We see how long trees can live, so I can see that there is longevity when it comes to Jude Bellingham and Ashlyn Castro. So because of that, congratulations to them. And honestly, to get tested in the very beginning and early stages of your relationship is usually good in the longer run, because you worked out through those kinks in the very beginning. And usually that's when, if you get like tested in the middle after you guys have gotten set into your ways, it's a little bit more challenging. But when it's in the very beginning, where you can easily just walk away and say, you know what, this isn't my problem, I don't got to deal with it, but you choose to deal with it, that builds a different type of foundation that I can see can bring longevity to the relationship. Just like I was saying, this 3 of Cups is a celebratory of coming together and being each other's support team. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed that reading on their relationship. And I know I really focused on Jude and his injury, but this can go both ways. They can both be each other's support team. She is so private. I don't know what's going on in her life. She could be going through some other stuff too that we don't know about, and he's being her support just as she's being his support, and they're leaning on each other. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you to whoever requested this reading. We really appreciate it. Please leave your comments down below. If you want to give any comments or if you know anything about Ashlyn Castro, please enlighten me more about her. And please tell me if you know about this Bellingham injury and if it's serious or not, and about his like temperament or his energy, because I'm not too familiar with either of these um, people, but I do see that there is positive energy surrounding them, even though there's some heavy burdenness that seems to convey on their relationship. But if they can get through this, then it's almost like they can get through anything. And that's a very good positive message. So with that being said, I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It will really mean a lot to this channel. Please spread those beautiful sunflower seeds all over this beautiful earth, especially during this cold winter season. But hey, brighter days in spring are just around the corner, just like the Ten of Swords and the Death card says. It's not always going to be cold and barren like the Five of Pentacles. With that being said, I will see you sunflowers in the next one. And you know what I say before I say sunflowers? Hype, hype, hype us up. Subscribe to us. Wow, that was a tongue twister. And I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Sunflowers.